Hey, free-to-play gang, welcome back to another really quick video. So today we're going to take a look at Sonic Rift, but before we get into that, I want to explain a little bit about Tevor. I somehow managed to get him to R2 today, so that was crazy. And obviously there goes my Tevor luck for the global server itself, so goodbye Tevor. Alright, so anyway, the reason why I want to quickly raise Tevor for a little bit is because I have been testing him out with Freezy, so yeah, huge shout out to you. Thank you for spending 25 minutes just testing this over and over and over again, just to confirm something. So there was one thing that I needed to clarify, and that is Tevor's R2 interaction. Yeah, I just lucked out on Tevor as well. Tevor's R2 interaction against an enemy Lian with the Dream Bubble. And what I'm talking about is all enemies miss rate plus 25%. Because of the Dream Bubble, but the confounding factor over here is that Tevor, his R2 status, actually gives him guaranteed crits all the time, right? So we take a look at his R2 again. Nico Analysis passive, Tevor's attacks always land a critical hit. Always lands a critical hit. It doesn't say that his crit rate goes up to 100%. So I had to check whether will he miss at all or will he just straight up keep on landing critical hits. So here is 25 minutes of me testing out Tevor and landing all the crits all the time. And this is condensed into like a couple of seconds. So here you go. Now, another thing to take note of is I did test height, and height was also able to miss against Lian's allies. So you can see that height obviously hit twice. The first is a smaller DPS, and that's because he actually missed that damage against the enemy with the shield. So that's why you don't see the word miss over there, but you can see that the second hit does a standard DPS. So it is possible to land misses against Lian's allies. So that's what I'm just trying to get at. And another thing that is pretty alarming is the fact that Tevor is actually able to kill off Lian's allies without her actually reviving any ally. Neither will Lian actually have her buff removed, have her Dream Bubble removed. So that was quite interesting. So using Tevor to kill off Lian's allies is not going to remove Dream Bubble, which means Lian is actually not going to gain a new turn instantly. Neither will she lose her ability to revive an ally if, let's say, you kill some of her allies without using Tevor afterwards. But of course, one very weird situation happened when we tested Tevor against enemy Elaine. So with Elaine and Lian in the mix, we were actually able to miss a couple of our attacks, which is very, very odd. So as you can see over here, Tevor finally landed a couple of misses, but I do feel like that is probably Elaine in the works, and not so much because of Lian. And in fact, I dare say that Lian is probably bugged right now, and all of Tevor's attacks are actually able to crit against Lian, even though Lian has a 25% innate miss rate aura in her third skill itself, or rather in her Dream Bubble itself. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Tevor is indeed the banner expert right now, not Lian, because Tevor is able to counter Lian all the way up to R6, or at least until they decide to fix this. I'm not super sure, but I will raise this as a bug to the devs and let's see what they do. Anyway, let's take a look at Sonic Rift, and I've come up with a pretty good strategy to deal with the Sonic Rift right now, and I'll explain the strategy in just a little bit. But let's take a look at the difference between 12 and 16. So we're going to do 12 first. We're just going to blitz this, and we're going to see how much EXP we get. Alright, so over here we have 3 times 4000 EXP, we have 5 times 1000 EXP, and we have 5 times 100 EXP for a grand total of 17,500 EXP. That cost us 12 stamina. Now let's move on to the 16th difficulty here. We're just going to blitz it as well. Let's see how much EXP we get. So for 15 stamina this time around, we did get 20k EXP Purple Elite Experiment. We also did get 5 times 100 EXP. We did also get 3 times 1000 EXP and 1 times 4000 EXP for a grand total of 27,500 EXP for every 15 stamina used, which means our total EXP per stamina gain is 26%, moving from difficulty 12 to difficulty 16. So this is a much better way for you to farm EXP right now. Now, I should clarify that previously farming EXP was not horrible. It might feel horrible to you, but it was already significantly improved from when the old method of farming EXP from the Purgatory 12, one of those maps, right? We currently already have it better, but right now we are improving it further with the 16th difficulty over here. But there is, of course, a huge catch in the 16th difficulty. So let's take a look at what this looks like and the strategy that I have in dealing with this particular Sonic Rift, which is probably going to be a main strat for, I think, most of you guys out there, because I think this is probably as good as it gets. Now, before that, pay attention to my speed, okay? So Jiangman is currently at 207 speed. The reason why this is the case Let's take a look. Okay, so the middle guy is actually going to move first because he's scripted to be super fast. And with that, he's actually able to apply 7 layers of invulnerability to all of his allies. So you need to hit all of his allies 7 times before they can actually take damage. So for example, use a triple hit here. That's going to zero all the damage that they're all going to receive. And then afterwards, now they have like 4 stacks and 3 stacks around, right? So we're going to use our third skill here with Mona just to get rid of all the layers. So there you go. We got rid of all the layers, and then we can proceed to deal extra damage to them. And as you can see here on the second wave, the weird thing is they do not have that shooting Esper anymore, the shooting enemy. So what's going to happen is all our damage is just going to be normal. We are actually able to do normal DPS to them, and that's going to easily clear the way for us, right? So something like that, and then we can move on to the third wave. And here we have this enemy again who is applying shields. So this is actually the trend. The trend is that this enemy here will always appear every odd wave. So he will appear on the first wave, he will appear on the third wave, and he will appear on the fifth wave as well. So on the next wave, we should not see any, so he doesn't appear here. So this is actually fixed. And now this wave is done. Let's move on to the fifth wave. He's going to appear, he's going to apply the shields again. We are going to get rid of the shield. So you guys might have already seen it. I mean, you guys probably already witnessed the combo here. I'll explain in greater detail how this is supposed to work. Yeah, let's break it down. Okay, so this is the setup. These 2 Espers here are okay, I wouldn't say that they're compulsory, but they are like the most free-to-play option available right now. So we have Mona, we have Jiangban. We need these 2 Espers to hit a total of 7 times, and they need... Okay, wait. They do not need to be fully skilled up. And the idea is because this particular shooting Esper appears on the first and third and fifth wave. Therefore, we need all their cooldowns ready on the first wave, we need all their cooldowns ready on the third wave, and we need all their cooldowns ready on the fifth wave, which means their cooldown needs to be 4 turns and below, which we will have because Mona has 3 turns here and Jiangman has 3 turns over here as well. So this is going to work out. So they are going to stagger their skill cooldowns just nice for us. Now for the remaining Espers that we need, we essentially just need 1 single Esper who can one-shot everything. So if you do have 1 single Esper who is able to one-shot after clearing all the shields, that is going to be perfectly fine. But for me, because my DPS output is just not strong enough, I need 2 different Espers. I need Camille and I also need Tevor just to deal enough damage to sweep everything else. So let's take a look at how this works in auto, and you can see for yourself how this synergy is supposed to work, and it is actually probably one of the... I wouldn't say that it's the best. I wouldn't say it's the best synergy right now, but it's definitely one of the most viable approaches to speeding this up, right? So we break all the shield, we actually damage them because we popped a couple of not Lotus Marks, oh my god, the Nether Bloom. Right, because when the middle guy attacked us again, Jiangman is actually able to counter-attack and lower the shield count by 1, as you can see here. Take a look at this. Boom, you're going to counter-attack, reduce 2 enemies by 1 shield. And so they take instant damage after Mona uses her third skill. So this is the synergy over here, and we are definitely able to hit 20 turns. Within 20 turns, that is the goal, right? To have the smallest consumption of your memo chips. We are able to hit 20 turns if we just need a third Esper who is able to deal a lot of damage to just sweep everything, and we do not need the 4th Esper over here to waste more turns. So this is, I think, 22 turns, which I think... Let me actually just check, right? If we blitz this, what's the memo chip consumption? Oh, within 40 turns! Oh, this is extremely easy, isn't it? We just need to beat this within 40 turns. This is easy. So this is the new meta setup for Sonic Rift. You will need more than 1 Esper right now. You will need 3 Espers, right? So like I said, Mona, Jiangman, and 1 more AoE damage dealing Esper who is probably not flow type because you already have 2 flow types here. It's better to run maybe a wind type or an inferno type instead. So anyway, that's it for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, this has been Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.